about this when I did that. It's so hot. Why didn't I just do this on my computer like a normal person? Because I'm not a normal person. I have never done this before. It's so awkward. Oh, I gotta get my coffee. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea, like, bear with me. I have actually never gone live before. Zero idea how this works. I see that there's like one person. So type something in the chat so I can see if it's popping up for me. Hey, Amanda! That way at least I know. So that's cool. All right. I know it's like, so I'm just, it doesn't matter. I'm just excited that you showed up. I was actually waiting to share something until I got my new box that I got from you guys. So I was wanting to get my new box and then share it with everybody. But I might just open it here. But I don't ever go live. I never do this. It's actually going pretty good. So let me see if I can show you. Like, that's where my little succulent is. It sits like on my little table. I don't know how to get this. There it is. And then I've got like this part is all pretty and that part's pretty. But I still need furniture. Ooh, while I have you here, just a quick question. So some of the stuff I get in the box, can I buy it directly on your site or do I have to go to their site to buy it? I'm just curious because that lotion is bomb and I was like, if I run out of it, I want more. Well, regardless, I'm just gonna hang out here and do things. I just thought I'd pop in before I started actually doing all this stuff for my Poshmark because I'm cleansing. I'm cleansing all the stuff I don't need and like not sitting up straight. Oh, is it? Okay. I was hoping it was because like I can see what you're saying. And I don't know if you could hear me, but I was asking if the stuff that I get in your box in the Jade crate, like, oh, cool. Okay. Okay, cool. I just want to know so I knew where to go to get that. Not, I think it was Nag Champa lotion, and I love it. And it's like really actually good for my healing tattoo, actually. That's cool. Okay. Cool. So I can mention that in the next video. Look in my eyes, what do you see? That is the business. Like, for real, I put that on and it just feels so good on my skin. So I'm going to hoard it. Like, I'm probably going to do the same thing you're doing, Amanda, and I'm just going to hoard bunches of it because it's like, it smells good. It's so comforting to sleep in, too. Let me see. I gotta make sure that like I don't know how to. There we go. Ooh, there's a roll-on perfume? Woman. I can't go broke. I'm trying to buy stuff for my house. I'm so excited. Like every time my Jade crate comes, I'm so excited, and it takes everything I have not to open it before I film it. Because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, really? That is freaking awesome. Thank you. My apartment, they're already like, so how much stuff do you get? I'm like, I order everything online, like everything. My whole life I order online. But it's my work schedule. A lot of people don't know this, but like when I go to work, my alarm goes off at 2:45 in the morning. I have to be to work at 4:30 in the morning. As a shift lead, I get off around 2 or 2:30, just depending on the day. And sometimes I don't get off until almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have such a weird schedule that it's just easier for me to have everything that I want or need delivered. So it's like clothes, jewelry, groceries, everything. But I'm hoping like, I've been looking at Wayfair, and then I also looked at Overstock. Wayfair has one couch that I love. I think I'm just getting a love seat because I don't really want like a whole big couch in the space I have right now. But, and then Overstock had this really, because I'm doing kind of like this sort of beachy coastal theme. And so the one I really want has like, I guess it's not wicker exactly, but it looks wicker-ish. And then it's got these really pretty like blues and tans and yellows. And it's like white as the overall color. And I think it'll go with like all this beautifulness I have. And then I have not figured out yet where exactly I want to put that beautiful peacock. Because I have a few places where I want it to go. But I have to wait till I have the stuff to be sure. I think I'm going to put it on the couch, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been pretty intense. Like, I feel like I'm always like buying stuff. And so some of my friends get upset with me because I don't go out as much as I used to. I'm like, hey, before I lived with people and I didn't have to worry about all these extra expenses. And now I live by myself and I have to buy furniture. So once all of that's bought, we can totally hang out. But it's hot, and like I'm drinking coffee, and it's so stupid because it's 100 degrees, but I need the coffee to help offset my thyroid because it's really high right now. Yeah, so I'm still drinking this coffee, and my coffee is not like, oh my God, Florida, oh gosh, I don't know how people handle that because like it's so humid. I feel like my skin would just feel like it was falling off. I went last year. A guy took me on a third date to Florida for a weekend. And I think that was the end of that. Yeah, that was our third date. And he was like, hey, you want to go to Florida? I was like, sure. So we went and I had a lot of fun. And I was just like, I cannot remember. It's a really touristy area. There were all kinds of like underground little bars, and they were like, I wish I could remember everything. I took a bunch of pictures. I just don't remember exactly where we went because I wasn't paying attention, but it was right near the ocean. And it was near some famous golf club that we had to pass by, some famous golf course. And then it was all like Spanish, everything. That doesn't help because it's Florida. But it was Spanish. There was a lot of Spanish architecture, and then there was like a pirate area, and then there used to be a queen that lived there. And let me think. And I'm trying to think of like the restaurant we went to. It was so fantastic. And if I could like use my phone, I don't know why I didn't just do this on my computer. I wasn't thinking about it. I was just like, let's see if I can go live. But we went and it was friggin' awesome. Like and there was like gelato. And I was like, gelato, what? Let me see if I can find it here on my computer. Like I have both things happening. So let me see here. But it was like insane. Like we had this really fun trip and it was really nice. And then after we got back, I was like, hey bro, like I really like hanging out with you and all this stuff. And then he got weird, like guys get weird and you're just like, okay, well, bye. But I'm pretty, like, I guess I'm kind of intense. So when it comes to dating a relationship, I mean, I'm 38. Like, I don't have time to, like, play stupid games. So if I say I like you, like, and I've tried to tell guys this before, I'm like, if a girl tells you she likes you, it doesn't mean she wants to marry you. All it means is that she's trying to determine if, A, she should put all her eggs in your basket, or if she should date other people secretly while still dating you and not like lose all of her time. So that was about it there. But I'm trying to find the album so I can tell you where we went because it'll be in there. And it was just a surprise trip. I had so much fun. Well, I have been skincare. I've been doing that since I was probably 11 years old. My mom really got me into it. And so my mom was pretty intense about this skincare. So I was like, okay. And then I've just done it all the time. And then I ran into a lotion boss in the mall. I don't normally go places. So I went into one of those moisturizing bosses at the mall, and I didn't even know that was a thing until somebody had posted a meme, and I was laughing. The funny part about that was I went and he was like, what do you use on your skin? And then he was like, what do you use to moisturize your skin? I was like, well, I wash my skin with I was like, first I start with Soap and Glory. That's to remove the makeup. Then I have this really awesome Korean face wash and I use that. From there, I use my Claire's toner. From there, and he just started looking at me like, I have stopped the wrong girl. And I was like, you have. And then he was like, well, do you have 15 minutes to like, I'm like, I don't really. Luckily I have my mom with me, and my mom is just like the best foil ever. So hi! So my mom's like the most fantastic foil. She's like, I really gotta go. And then we left, and I was wearing these super high heels. They were wedges. But the funny thing about it is I managed to walk in those wedges all around the mall, all around every freaking where, got in my apartment, fell. Like barely closed the door, fell over. And I was just like, how did I even make it this far? So let's see where I went in Florida. But yeah, so hi guys. This is me doing a live. I just thought I would try it because I figured why not? I never do it, and I haven't done a video in a little while. St. Augustine. I went to St. Augustine, Florida in 2017 on a third date. And then I got treated weird when I said I liked him. Dudes. So what are y'all doing today? Because I am drinking coffee even though it's 1,000 degrees. And I'm sorry. Oh no, the whole trip was great. It was the getting back part, Amanda, that was like, pshaw. The thing was, I sent the text saying, I like you. Took him 2 days before he even responded. It was just like radio silence. And then when he did respond, he called me drunk and started making excuses. And I was like, bruh, like don't need all that. I just really wanted to say that I liked you and I wanted to hang out, and there was no need for it to be awkward. We could have just kept hanging out, but then you made it weird and I didn't want to. But yeah, so I haven't made a video in a little while. I have stuff, but I just haven't been able to. I'm finally getting my hands back, so that's nice. One of the problems that causes it is my thyroid. I have hyperthyroidism, and so when it gets a little out of control, I start having really bad tremors in my hands. And then it went from tremors to like my fingers actually cramping up and like me having to like maneuver them, and it made it worse when they took away my little sweepy broom, because like I have a little one where I get down on my knees and sweep that way at work, and they were trying to make me use like the big broom, and I was like, I can't really grip like that, thanks though. So now it's better, a lot better. See, I'm so I'm excited for that I can cause I just wasn't able to open stuff, and I've been having difficulties with that. I've been having to find other stuff to pry things open, and in my current state in my apartment, it's not been easy. But I am excited because I think next week I'm going to be buying my TV. And I'm a Fire Stick fan. Like, I don't have cable, so I haven't had cable in years. I cut the cord a long time ago because you can just have like your whole world with Amazon, like with your Fire Stick and Netflix. So thanks, Amanda. Thanks for hanging out. That is Amanda, guys. That I get the jade crate from her. Oh, yay, Christy. I'm so glad. No, that jade crate is the business. And you know, while I'm here, now that my hands work, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Let me just go grab this right quick. But let me just show you. So one of the things that Jade Crate does, which is really awesome, is they have contests where if you're like wearing the stuff and you put it on Instagram, they choose winners and you get like stuff that you win. And I haven't opened this because I was actually saving it until I actually got my Jade Crate. But since I have you guys here and you were excited, Christy, I wanted to show you because I don't even know what's here. But you win, so it's definitely worth your while to hop on Instagram with your Jade Crate and stuff that you're wearing and what you're using. And they give you, like, if you win, then you get like free gifts. So this is my free gift. I'm going to open my little note. And it says, thank you once again, Peace, Amanda. So if you don't know, Amanda is the owner of the Jade Crate, and she's friggin' awesome. Her customer service is second to none. Like, nobody responds as well as she does. I think she just is really awesome about it. So I love it because I'm going to start bringing out all this stuff I've gotten from my Jade Crate if I can, so you guys can see it, and I'll talk to you about it. But I have this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I haven't done live before, but it's thank you gift from Jade Crate. So see if I can open it, because you know how, guys, if you've watched my videos, like, my rap rage is fairly intense on how poorly I could open things. Holy cannoli, guys. This is friggin' fantastic. There are earrings. And this gorgeous oh my God, I can't believe I waited this long to open it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. I have been wanting a piece of friggin' statement jewelry for a long time because I was against it for a while because I felt like I looked stupid in it. Let me see if I'll come back and focus. Hello. Let me do that and see if I come back. There we go. Ha! So this is, right? How pretty is this? I mean, what? And the earrings match. I cannot wait. This is going to be so fun. So yeah, I got this for showing off on Instagram. So if you have Jade Crate or you were thinking about getting Jade Crate, there's so many different bonuses to getting it. And then I wanted to go ahead and quick show you one other thing. Let me grab it right quick. I may be moving back and forth, but I wanted to be able to, thank you. Isn't it like, now I'm like dying to wear, and I know I have this really cute like black top that'll go really cute with that. Because I love to wear turquoise with black because I love that pop that it gives. But hold on one sec. So this lotion, I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing it correctly, but it's Nag Champa, and it's this fabulous. It smells so good, and what's funny about it is I really thought that I hated patchouli, and I think that I thought that because like there was like, I don't know if you guys felt this or not, but there's a negative connotation on patchouli and hippies and gypsies and things like that. So I think we all kind of have this weird bias against patchouli because we feel like it's some kind of hippie thing. But this is divine. There's also lavender in it. It smells divine. And it made me like, especially when I'm having a hard time trying to sleep, I will put this on and it's so moisturizing without being all gross and greasy. So I use this a lot, and I've been using it in conjunction with a different oil to help my tattoo heal, which I cannot show you right now because it's so gross. The peeling phase has begun and it is just lovely. But, and for those of you wondering, yeah, I slept through most of it. But yeah, that lotion is so fantastic, and especially at work, I use it a lot at work because your hands get really dry. They have, because you know that like most workplaces have that junky antibacterial soap that feels gross on your skin. So that really moisturizes my hands so well and keeps them from being dry and gross. I mean, I handle a lot of cardboard. I'm doing a lot of sweeping. My hands get really dirty really fast. This is not just like this. When I put this on, it's on all day. And as long as I don't like wash my hands again. And then the best part is when I especially use it if I'm going to put gloves on to like, you know, do all the other stuff that I do and not get weird stuff on my hands. But I'll wash my hands, put my gloves on, and then it's like I give myself, you know, a hand, like a hand mask. By the time I take my gloves off, I'm like, but yeah, I just thought I'd show up and say hello and chat with you guys a little bit. Talk a little bit about my fashion choices. Like today I'm just wearing an HD shirt. This is what I wear to work. I mean, I work in a very casual environment, which is why you don't, in all of my boxes, you're really not ever going to see me getting anything for work wear because I don't have a reason to wear that for work. I have zero reason to wear any kind of, you know, slacks, button-up blouses, and me and button-up blouses generally don't go well together. I am small-chested, but they're like, this may be TMI, but they're a little far apart. So because they're far, like even with a bra on, because they're far, like this button right here always struggles, and it's super embarrassing to have like this button screaming for its life. But I don't ever buy stuff for that because I'm never required to wear anything super nice. And then even for your interviews, you don't, not that I interview. A large part of that though, for my job, I can move up. I just have chosen not to because they can't pay me enough. No, really, it's because like working hourly, I feel like I honestly make a lot more working hourly than I do if I was salary. Like I would work the same amount of time, but I feel like I wouldn't get paid as much. Yeah, me too. I find that, and this is so weird because it's like I'm like you're chatting and I'm trying to like see. Yeah, I have the same problem. Like button down shirts are just not my business. I have like a couple, and usually if I'm wearing them, I'm wearing like a top underneath, and I just button it up kind of, and then like leave this part just unbuttoned so that I don't have this button fighting for its life. And yes, everyone's like, oh, you pin it. I don't really want to go to that much work to wear a button down shirt, to be honest. Like I'd rather have faux buttons than fight it. But Yeah, I mean, when it comes to my fashion and my style, I'm pretty funky. You may have noticed, like I'm a little funky. I'm quite boho. I like vintage and rock and roll, and that's what really influences, my fashion. Just like me, uh, who I am. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I look at magazines. Yes, I look at different things, but a lot of times, what I see is like stuff I wouldn't want to wear. Like there's just stuff I'm like, see, and I have a little bit of a wide shoulder, like for me, but like I said, I always cut everything with a V so you can't tell like how wide they are. And a lot of it is like I have an extremely muscular back. So like because I do a lot of lifting all day, every day. So I have this extremely muscular back. And so I'm kind of particular about what I will and will not wear that shows my back, because like the upper part is just so intense that I don't want to freak anybody out, like because I'm about this big around, and um that's awkward in and of itself. Sometimes like I'm a grown up. Sometimes people don't think I'm a grown up. It's a little awkward. So yeah, at 38, some people still don't think I'm a grown up. I'm like, I'm totally a grown up. But I've been trying to like this NARS. You know what, Christy? Somebody else told me that I should be somebody. She got in touch with me. She's like, "Oh, we need to get in touch. We need to do this thing." I was like, "Girl, I can't be a regular model. I have tattoos everywhere." I sometimes tattoo model, and I think I used to have an Instagram for it, but I just quit posting to it because it was too much work having two Instagrams. It really is. It becomes stressful, and it's bad enough that I have a whole other page and a whole other thing that I have to deal with. I'm reckless Medusa, so I'm an inked Medusa, and so I do a little bit of tattoo modeling. And then I am so exciting. Like I'm excited because like there's a particular um, model mischief. I can't remember her name in total right now that I'm thinking about. Yeah, like the one I just got is actually Edgar Allan Poe, and it's a neo-traditional piece, and it's Edgar Allan Poe, and his head's coming open, and in the inside it's the black cat. So if you're familiar with the story of the black cat, it'll make sense. But right now I'm looking at him like poor Edgar. But it's the healing process. I totally love getting tattoos. I like art and I love being art, so it just is one of my things. And then to finish this out, I'm actually going to put one of those old school vintage microphones on it because I sing. So I have a different YouTube that I don't manage as much really, but there's me singing on it with BandHub. So I go through BandHub and sing. Yeah, I mean, my love of art and design and all of this kind of stuff actually comes from my mom. So my mom, when I was growing up, my mom was constantly moving everything around. And when I first started to get in fashion, was because of my mom. So my mom was in the military and she had spent 20 something years wearing a uniform. And when it was finally time for her to she had retired, her clothing choices were just, I was like, Mom, you're out of the military. You can stop wearing brown. So that's really what started to get me into fashion, was like dressing my mom and getting her into like pops of color and all this stuff, and really trying to get her to go outside her comfort zone. And I still do that to her today. She'll be like, "Oh, just wear these beige pants." I'm like, or you can wear this and this, or, and she's like, But I just, even for my wedding, when I got married, I did not even want to get real flowers. I didn't see the point. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend on flowers that are going to die. And I just really felt bad about them dying. I don't know, it's weird, but I just really felt bad about a bunch of flowers just dying for like a few hours of my wedding. Like, felt bad about that. So that's why I always have like fake flowers in my house. The only reason I'll have real flowers is if they're outside and can actually grow. Because, you know, I don't want to forget to water them. I don't want to kill them. And that's why I love this succulent that I got, because whew, I don't have to worry about it dying on me. So that's my thing there. But yeah, I mean, fashion, when I started this channel, I started it doing makeup. But I realized, like, sorry, I disappeared there for a second. But Amanda. But I started it as a makeup channel, and I realized I love makeup. I do, but I don't have the passion for it that I have for fashion. So it's like I like putting on makeup. I love to beat my face. That's a good time for me. It's really exciting, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm some kind of guru on makeup. I don't feel like there's so many different ways to apply it. There's so many people doing that. And you know, sometimes I just do like the same makeup every day for days. And I realized I was like, love to have like my skin looking nice and all this stuff. I really don't want to film bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches and bunches of stuff where I'm having to keep washing my face. Thank you, Amanda. Well, no, I do that on purpose. I've actually started doing an approach to, if I open an Ipsy or a Sephora, I make sure that I like to have a bare face for that, so that I can actually try the products out. There's no point really in being like, I got this and I got this and I got this. For me, that's how I feel. I don't feel like there's a point in me just being like, I got these things and then not really testing them out. So yeah, I mean, I have so much fun, and I don't mind showing my bare face. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think more women should, actually, especially like one of my favorite makeup gurus or beauty influencers is Raw Beauty Christie. Raw Beauty Christie is the business because she is hilarious for one, but if you don't like cursing, you might not want to watch her, but she is hilarious. She's honest. She's truthful. Like, she just really tells you what she's doing. And when she's trying new products, she's not one of those people who's like, oh my God, I gotta have this forever. She doesn't do that. Her thing is she'll try something and then she'll try it again later. Like, she'll just be like, you know, I'm trying a full face of new makeup, but she's actually not going to give you like a full on review. She's just going to tell you like whether or not she likes the formula, or like as she's doing it, she'll tell you like, I don't think I like this is happening. But then she'll come back later, try the products a different way or using a different technique, and then, you know, may have a different review of it. So I love that about her, because she's not always like putting on brand new stuff all the time. So every video isn't her doing every brand new thing. It's not a bunch of PR unboxings. It's not everything sponsored. She's just really down to earth and hilarious. And she does these great outtakes at the end of every video. So if you're wanting a makeup guru who is hilarious and awesome, funny, and she's your girl, Raw Beauty Christie. Raw Beauty Christie is for everything. And I just love her channel. Then when it comes to my YouTube friends, what's so funny is I know everybody's name until I see your Facebook name, like your YouTube name, and then I can't remember your name. Then I'm just like, Georgia Sunshine. And it's the weirdest thing, because like now I know Southern Yankee Terry, and like, but if I have to think about it, I'm like, what is her Southern Yankee? But it's Terry. But Terry does really good unboxings as well. And I think they've started flagging people for saying unboxing, which I don't get, because you are unboxing it. Okay. But she does them. I love Georgia Sunshine. I love yours so much because you have a variety of things that you're doing. And that's kind of where I'm going, where I'm not just strictly like just all fashion. I'm also trying to make sure I throw in other little things. Like, I'm looking forward to trying out something. It's going to be a little something new, but I want to try out Wink. And Wink is a wine subscription. So, I'm a grown-up, and like, I'm not a huge wine person, but I would like to be able to like have wine on occasion. No, I'm serious. Like, I love that you're so like well-rounded, and your kids, when they show up, it's so awesome, because you're not like all annoyed and irritated. Like, I mean, And I say that because I've seen some people are like, I'm filming, get out. Ah. And I'm like, whoa, whoa. It's your family, calm down. Like, they don't mean to be rude. And it's part of your life. But yeah, I really want to try out Wink. They have a coupon on my subscription addiction, which I'm going to be using. And I think I'm subscribing either the end of this week or next week. So they give you 4 bottles of wine. I'm going to go ahead and try that out. But they're like every month. And I'm like, 4 bottles of wine every month? I'm one person. I don't think I need that much wine. So I'm going to have to skip a couple months. But another subscription I am looking for, I have subscribed to and I'm just waiting on is Lip Monthly. And one of the reasons, I know, I actually am going to do that. I'm going to call it like Wine Live. Wine and Live. And I'm just going to sit there, drink wine, and like make jokes. And you know what? I do have a few friends that I'm going to have over that I like absolutely adore. So I think my friend, we call her Lil Brittany because we have 2 Brittany's on my shift, and so one is tall and then one short. Oh yeah, I have been subscribed to Lip Monthly before. So the trick is with Lip Monthly, and really with any makeup subscription box, 6 months, switch to something else. But here, the reason I'm doing Lip Monthly this time is because if you actually knew the amount of lipstick I have, it's insane. And so I'm trying to do Lip Monthly so that I can force myself, like for every lipstick that I get that's new, I'm throwing away the other ones that I know I'm not going to try and I know I'm not going to wear. So I've had them and I just keep going, well, maybe I can mix it with it. I'm not going to mix it. I'm not. Like on occasion, I just oh yeah, so the trick with canceling okay, so Lip Monthly, the trick with canceling all of them is that the second that you realize you have to do it, like there's a small window, but you have to do it way before they charge you, at least 2 or 3 weeks. So if you know, like, I don't want any more after this, you have to, like, do it then. I know Birchbox gets like that, where I don't know, Lip Monthly floats somewhere. They float somewhere, and their website is even weird. Sometimes you have trouble. Good call, Christy. I did that too. That's actually one of the reasons, like, on my clothing subscriptions, I've pushed a lot of things down. That's my mom. But I'm going to call her back. Yeah, don't use Cratejoy. Honestly, like, so I have Cratejoy. I guess I was an ambassador, and then they stopped the program, I think. At least I got an email saying they had. My problem with doing things through Cratejoy is it's hard to connect to the site. So what ends up happening, like for instance, my Gina Louise bling box, while I'm subscribed on Cratejoy, it's like really hard for me to do anything through the Gina Louise website. Like I can't figure out how to handle my account through there because it's through Cratejoy. So what I've started doing is I go to Cratejoy and find things, and then I try to find the actual website to subscribe. And I just say that because the difference between, if you've looked at both of them, if you've looked at my subscription addiction and Cratejoy, the difference between the two of them is that my subscription addiction takes you directly to the website of the company, of like whatever box, whatever company it is. You go directly through them, and then they send you to their site. When you go through Cratejoy, it's such a pain in the butt because, I mean, and I liked them. I love looking through there. I love finding boxes. But to be perfectly honest, it's so hard to navigate. It's so difficult. I can't do my Gina Louise wing box through Cratejoy. So I have to actually I actually talked to Gina. Like that's who I communicate with is Gina, because I can't do anything on the website since I went through Cratejoy. So when I'm talking about, like, especially when you're looking at clothing boxes, another thing about Cratejoy too is that I did the Grays box, which I really loved Grays box. Gray's box is so awesome because, ooh, yay! Did you see that, Christy? Amanda just let you know what to do. But yeah, so I, with all subscriptions and like my favorite ones, I've just reached a point where I only want my favorite boxes and I will try other boxes, but I'm getting more and more to where I like, and I'm not like shining you on, Amanda. One of the reasons I love J Crate is because it's like you pay this money and everything in the box is yours. I don't have to send anything back. And I will say it is a little frustrating because you do budget and everybody has a budget. So I kind of backed off on getting so many clothing subscription boxes at one time because they all come around the same time. You can't spend, like if you were doing a monthly, but you can't spend money on all of them. And then, but there's a part of you that's like, I have to buy something because I've already paid $25 or $20. So there's like this part of you that's like, I have to keep at least one thing because I already spent money. And especially me because I have to hold on to every penny. So for me, I'm like, I can't spend $25 and then like buy absolutely nothing. Like I want to keep one thing. So sometimes now it's just like, I'll keep these earrings and then that's it. So when I'm doing fashion boxes and clothing boxes and all of that kind of stuff, I'm really selective and I'm starting to get more and more to where I only want the boxes where I can keep everything. Not only, but I love to have as much as I can that I can actually keep the whole box. So paying the $49, I don't care because everything in there is like, first of all, I love everything in the box and I get to keep all of it. So to me, that's way worth it. And the box is actually like the stuff in the box to me is worth more than I actually paid for the box. So yeah, and that's the thing. I like being able to skip the month when I want to and all of that. And you can do that with a lot of boxes. But if you go through, I will highly recommend if you're a box lover, if you're a subscription lover, look at boxes on Cratejoy, but don't go through them. Just slide it. Just slide it. Because honestly, it's just a pain. But that's the other thing too is when you have to send stuff back, you have such a short period of time. So I know you guys see, all of us, rushing to do these boxes. And a large part of it is because you have a limited period of time to like, once you get the box and then you open the box, you're trying to film it and be as quick as you can, pick what you want, send it back. And it's not always easy. Like you don't always I don't have a house right now. I have an account with you guys on the J Crate side. So should I just cancel the Cratejoy one and then move it over to the account I have with you on J Crate? Because if I can do that, then I'd much rather do that. Because Cratejoy gets on my nerves. And I don't mean to be rude to anybody who likes Cratejoy. I don't mean any shade at them. Okay, I will do that. I don't mean any shade towards them. It's just the other thing I don't like about them is there are a lot of boxes on there that you may try and they take your money and then you never get anything. Like nothing ever comes. Your card was charged, you got nothing. And when you cancel it and you're like, I never got anything, they don't give you your money back. And you don't even know, like some of these boxes have died or stopped or don't no longer work. And you're just like, so where's my stuff? Like, where's my money? So that's the thing I like, at least with my subscription addiction, you can see, like when you're looking at stuff, you can see that the box is still going. The box is still going. And that's one of the number one things I do. And one of the things I love when you go over to my subscription addiction is that there are often reviews monthly of the boxes. So before you subscribe to a box, the reviews that they have, a lot of times, like they do get sent stuff, but they're still honest. Like they don't lie about what's in it. They'll be honest to you about what. It's my leasing agent. They are honest about what's in it, whether or not it's worth it. Maybe you should switch this box instead. but you can see that it's still a box that's happening. And in fact, if you put stuff in your wish list there, it will show you, like, it'll gray out if the box no longer exists. It'll gray out. So if the box no longer exists, it grays out. So, and I feel more comfortable because I used to get the BeautyCon box. And so, oh, really? I didn't know that, Amanda. See, the other thing too is like, I get suspicious on Cratejoy because here was the thing. Like every couple of days, I'll be like, look at all these new subscriptions. And I'm like, but who's it by? And has anybody bought this? Like, I get worried about putting my money into it. So my overall feeling for Cratejoy is just like, because anybody can really start a box there. They do that. They're like, we have all the tools you need to start a box. And you're like, okay. But it's actually really expensive to do that. And they don't really tell you that. Because, like, yes, they do have all this stuff. But, like, it's expensive. And when you go there. But I do like that, you know, if I have to choose between finding new boxes, I will go to Cratejoy to look and see what's out there, and then I'll slide over to my subscription addiction for like a good view to see if it's still active and still alive before I subscribe to it, because it's weird over there. And like the way that the options are set up is also strange. So if you're a box queen like I am, I've done like snack boxes. I've done the Grays box. I don't know if you want to call this a snack box, but I also did the Japan crate, which I love because it's delicious. I grew up in Japan, so I love to get that taste of like the Japanese candy and all that stuff. Then I did Home Chef for a long time. Then I stopped doing Home Chef. But I'm going to go back. I also did Freshly. Loved Freshly meals. Those were awesome. And I chose them because they're gluten-free. You should. There's so many. I do too. Instagram is a great place to find them because there's a lot of people. And this is what I say. Like, I guess I'm here kind of just chatting, but we're also going to talk about the boxes too, because I think we all try to get different boxes and we always want to know like what's legit and what's not legit and what still exists and what no longer exists. And it's hard because like you may see somebody unbox something one day and then it's just gone. Like it disappears. All right, Chrissy, it was nice. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm glad you hung out with me during your lunch. But when it comes down to it, like one of the reasons I went ahead and subscribed to Jade Crate was because I saw all these pictures. Then I saw a lot of reviews. Then I saw that it was on Facebook. So I saw that it was legit before I chose it. There were a few different boho boxes, but it seemed weird. Like there were somewhere they were like, this isn't sold out. And I was like, that seems weird. Like, why would you be sold out of your box? And not in, bye. And not in a, like, you're on a waiting list way, but like, we're just sold out. I'm like, that seems weird. Like, why would you have it just, to me, I just thought it was a strange thing. I was like, why, how can you be sold out of your box? It's like, I'm just asking. Like, yeah, that's what I do. I will watch a box for a while and I will follow a trail around and, see other people who have it. Another thing I'm actually going to get back into, and I can't wait to try this again. It may be about a month before I can do it. But a long time ago, I think around this time last year, I did Illume. And that's really, really cool. It's a personal stylist, like a real personal. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun. It's fun and it's easy. And like when I wash it, I just let it dry in the air. Ooh, okay. Well, I hope it's like, let's see, you're 1 hour ahead of me. So as long as it's like, okay, then yeah, I can do that. I'll still be awake for like 30 of those minutes. I'll probably still be awake. But wait, if it's Friday, it doesn't matter. I can stay awake. Whoop, whoop. because I don't have to work on the weekends. So that'll be fun. All right, and I'm already on, like, I follow you on the book of the face, on the book of faces. But yeah, I mean, oh, it's Thursday. So I'll still make it because like I normally go like I call it my Alyssa Thursdays, but she's my favorite bartender, and so on Thursday I used to hang out at this bar more often because it's by my house, but now I can't because it's not by my house. So I just go on Thursday because if I have a little extra, I just have to make it through Friday. So, but yeah, I mean, when it comes to getting any kind of clothing subscription box or any, when I open my next J crate, I'm actually going to have some of the tea. So I'm really excited for it. And I'm actually going to probably have some tomorrow too. Because the caffeine is kind of, I know it's weird for most people, caffeine like jumps them up. But for me, it helps to slow down. I don't know. It slows down for me personally, this is what I feel like. I don't know if it's like medically factual, but I feel like it helps to slow down my thyroid a little bit. So it's not burning as fast for me. And then I'm not really hot and uncomfortable and feeling like sick. But what? No, but I slept 4 teas. Four. Because I didn't want to try them in my old place. I actually wanted to try them when I was like in my own space and didn't have to worry about someone walking in while I was drinking my tea. But yeah, so it is so fun to be able to get these kinds of boxes. And like I said, I'm moving and pushing towards more boxes where I get to keep everything than I am to boxes where I don't get to keep as much or I have to send stuff back. Then the other thing too is when it's coming to clothing subscriptions and being a little bit more selective, I am still buying a lot of clothes. So you should find out because I am super stoked. I cannot like if I let me see what I have. Like I'll be right back. Let me show you some things. Let's see. Ah! Okay, so you may have seen this several times on my Instagram, but this is one of my most favorite bags. I love it because it goes with virtually everything. And on top of that, I like this material because, okay, so I am one of these people that especially when I go out, I'm a bag just plopper. I know you should be all ladylike and put it on your seat and be like, oh, but I tend to, especially when I go out, it doesn't hold smoke, like the smell of smoke. And I know you're not supposed to be able to smoke in a bar, right? But we have a loophole here in Arlington. And well, I'm not in Arlington, but in Arlington, there's a loophole. If you sell more alcohol than food, people are allowed to smoke in the bar. So anyways, I love this because I will email you. But I have taken it in the bar and it's all smoky in there and it does not smell like smoke. It doesn't hold weird scents. I've even accidentally sprayed it with perfume and it doesn't hold that either. Like it just lets it go. So if you go anywhere weird, like this bag is not going to stay smelling weird. And it's like there's a lot of space in here. Like there's a lot of space. Like honestly, you could fit a whole lot of stuff in here. I just don't put as much stuff in it as I could, but there's a whole lot of space in here. There's a little zipper area. And my favorite thing, which I know might be weird for some people, but I like that it doesn't have a cell phone holder thingy. I don't like those. I know it's weird, but I really don't like those in a bag. And I think it's because to me, like that's a wasted pocket. Like most of us don't put our cell phones in there when we're going around. Like I don't. I just drop it in my bag and go on about my business. I don't need it to be like right there. So I just drop it in. This is my favorite. Like if I just have to grab a bag right quick and throw stuff in it, this is my bag. Like I will be in this bag. I have this bag all the time. I take it with me all over and I just love it because like it actually got me back into carrying bags. I had gotten a few purses before. I think the first purse I got was from Trunk Club. I think it was a yellow bag, and I loved it, but I never carried it. Cause I always get so weird about like my bags getting destroyed. So I'll buy purses and then I won't use them. And I'm trying to like change that. So it's like this one here is the one that makes it so that I can just go everywhere. And I'm always late to everything that's why I love this. Cause I'm that person that I honestly like everything I do to be on time makes me more late somehow. And I haven't figured out why. I don't know the hows of it. But it's like I could get up 2 hours early to go meet someone for lunch. And somehow everything I do after that, I'm late. I cannot figure it out. For the life of me, I don't know what it is. If I have less time, I'm on time. If I have a lot of time, I'm late. And I just feel like it's because when I have a lot of time, I just think I have more time than I do. And artists just don't really comprehend time well anyway. But yeah, this is stuff you get in your jade crate, man. What? And I love the design. Like, what's fun about it is like, you wouldn't think so when you're just looking at it, but the colors actually really pop. So that's one of the things I like. And I've had a lot of compliments on it. People have been like, oh, where'd you get that bag? I'm like, none of your business. No, I'm just kidding. I tell them, like, I got it from my jade crate. It's super awesome. And it's like, I can wear it like this if I want to. But then also, if I'm on one of these moves, like I'm at a concert, I can do this thing. Just strap it. Which I have to small YouTuber. I'm saying it because I've noticed that more small YouTubers find these kinds of things. I think the bigger YouTubers that have, 12K or whatever like that, they tend to use a lot of the bigger boxes and stuff. So they don't find these like fantastic boxes that are like out here. They don't find these as much as we do because we're always hunting for bargains and we're always hunting for a really great thing. So if you're really looking for a new box, like smaller YouTubers are the way to go. I find other boxes just by watching my friends. So it's like I watch Terry and I watch Miss Georgia and Georgia Sunshine. Tell me your name again because I know your name and I will say it every day until I see your actual, like your YouTube name come across. Then I'm like, because I just said hello to you in another video with Christy. And I just said hello to you in like another video. And now I see that name and I'm like, Georgia Sunshine. But she has stuff that I've never seen before, so I'll subscribe to it. And that's what I'd say. Smaller YouTubers, honestly, are going to be your best place to find niche, awesome boxes that I'm glad it's not just me, but niche, awesome boxes that you wouldn't necessarily see on someone bigger's channel. They're going to have all the big, and some people even have that one. What is that? Insane. Is it the L style box or whatever? That one that it's just ridiculously expensive. And I think Foxy Roxy got it. And she was just like, I think it was like elite style, something to that degree. And that thing is like $200 or something like that. I am not about that life. I mean, if I got that box and then on top of the $200, they were like, yeah, then the stuff inside cost it. I'm like, wait, what? So let me get this straight. I'm going to pay $200 for you to send me this box. And then you're going to charge me for the crap inside it. No. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I felt like the thing about my style is I am, like you see, I'm very boho. I'm very kind of rock and roll, kind of casual chic. Like I'm pretty casual and fun, and that's really what I like to wear. Like when I go out, I like to be able to pop on a dress right quick and maybe throw on a quick shawl or kimono and not have it be a big deal. But then when and if I'm gonna go out, I still have stuff for that. But I really don't need these like, I wouldn't call them uppity, but I just don't need these like uptown style clothes. I'm not going, and we even have an uptown here, but even if I go up there, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that I hate there's so many subscription boxes that are trying to charge you these like astronomical amounts just to get the box, and then they also are like, oh, and on top of that, if you what you like, this $200 goes towards that. I'm like, well, if I have to pay $200 for the box, what exactly, like, how much is everything in this box? Because if one item is $200, like, that's all. I'm keeping one thing, and then I'm sending the rest of this back, and I'm never going to get this box again because it's too expensive. And so if you're a penny pincher like me, or you just generally want to have a good experience with the box, but not have it be like, like I said, smaller YouTubers are the ones finding them. I found this J Crate completely by accident, and then when I found it, I did all this research and I was hunting and I was like looking for things and looking to see, what's going on here, trying to find reviews. It did have a lot of good reviews on Cratejoy, but I'm always suspicious of a lot of those. Not my review, but I'm suspicious sometimes. There's a lot of them. So at the end of the day, I went ahead and got it. But now that I know, I'm going to go ahead and cancel through Cratejoy because I actually don't like subscribing through Cratejoy. And it's like I said, it's because you're not with the site. So since you're not connected to the site, you have so many problems just trying to navigate and like communicate with the actual provider of the product. So it's like you subscribe on Cratejoy, but you can't get back in touch with whomever it is. You're kind of doing this. So even if they tell you, like, if you subscribe to the Bling Box, the Gina Louise Bling Box through Cratejoy, what ends up happening is like it takes longer because they get your subscription, and then they ask you to fill out a credit form, and you're a little stressed out about doing that. Whereas I think if you went directly through their website, they may not ask you to do all of that stuff because you're on their website. I think the reason they ask you to do it is because of Cratejoy, because like it's around their site. So since it's on the other side of it, they're like, fill out this credit card authorization form so they can be sure that you're the person who subscribed and not somebody who stole your information and then tried to subscribe. So that's kind of the stuff that you're looking for. Another thing I'm going to be getting back is the Pink Soul Box, which is one of my favorite skincare things because I've been lax on that. But this time I'm going to get for adult skin or aging skin, however they want to put it. But I'm going to get that too. So I have a bunch of different boxes in the mix that I am going to be trying here soon, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm looking forward to my latest Splendies. And let me tell you, those other Splendies were awesome. When I do my new Splendies video, I'm obviously not going to be wearing the underwear, but I'm going to show you like a side-by-side of like Victoria's Secret underwear and the Splendies underwear and just be like, can you tell the difference? Look at my little cowlick. But yeah, I think, there are, it's underwear. It's so awesome. Splendies is underwear. Like, they send you 3 pair of underwear, and I think it's like $20 a month or so. It's not very expensive, but it's so awesome because I think as women, we go through a phase, we buy a bunch of underwear, and then we just kind of stop buying underwear for whatever reason. Like other things come and like, oh, but Amanda, it comes in like this box, like it comes in this little package, and it really wouldn't, you would not even know that it was underwear because it comes in, it almost looks like it's candy, to be honest. It's like this little bag and it looks like you got sent candy, but really there's underwear in there. And I don't actually mind sharing. I don't wear them, but I don't mind sharing and like kind of showing people because, we lady time, I'm going to call it lady time, but we just refuse to buy underwear until like we have too many underwear that have become lady time underwear. And once they become lady time underwear, we only wear them for lady time. And then you have all lady time underwear. And then you don't have any like cute underwear. Yes, you can actually choose between having thongs, having bikinis, or having a mix of both. I am too. So I'm very picky. And so what I was surprised by was with me being as picky as I am, I was really happy with them, and I was surprised they actually fit. So I was like, score. But yeah, I mean, there's so many cool subscriptions, and there are people out there who don't that are trying them, and you don't know that. I didn't even find out that anybody even knew about my Illume video until somebody said, "Hey, I subscribed to your channel," and they were like, "I was looking for any kind of video on this, and yours was the only one that popped up." So I guess I'm the only one who's reviewed it. I'm gonna do it again because I think it's an awesome service and it's so fun and it's so fun to share. But yeah, so that's all I came to say. Like, be careful when you're getting your subscription boxes, and I would definitely say, you know, I will see you too. I'm about to get off of here because I need to wash some makeup brushes and get some stuff in order. But I just wanted to just pop in right quick, tell you guys, if you're looking for subscription boxes, especially smaller ones that you haven't heard of, definitely look up your smaller YouTubers. You see my friend down there, Miss Christy, Georgia Sunshine, Foxy Roxy, Josie is another. Peace out.